was Arthur Jr. Only the ladies. 1, 2, go. 1. Hey. The men in the house. Let's go. Hey. Yeah. Everybody for the last time. Then we get out of here. Out of here. Go.
We have to give our chaotic shouts. These are classified, ladies and gentlemen.
Very important.
Well, so some cars will be shaking this morning. To Tiffany, Adrian, and Amamle Amate of Alcid Academy. Yes, make the noise in the car, you will. To Jeshron, to Jahim Ajay of Little Treasure School. To the big boss, Enoch Adams, head of employed banking, Stanchat, of course. To Dr. Rav Nojo, coordinator of Ghana Priorities.
Also to you, Papa Koachezio Fosu of Merton Montessori School. You turned 4 today, and your mom, Mami Saba, says she absolutely loves you. Absolutely.
And to our DJ.
Hey, DJ Cadman of Standard Chartered.
The Joy Sports Center is proudly brought to you by the courtesy of Zidane.
Yes,
who's back at Real Madrid. And Ronaldo, who Real Madrid need very soon.
But Zidane, are you sure he can do that?
I don't want to say anything. That might be do things.
It's a Zizou.
It's a Zizou chaotic something. I beg, please.
It's a Ziatic. Okay, now Sports Center is brought to you by MTN. Welcome to the new world. Standard Chartered Bank, here for good. FPAC blows your pain away, and Multi-TV just thrills. Choosing gifts for your loved ones can be such a stressful thing to do. But thanks to MTN, you don't have to stress trying to figure out the perfect gifts for your loved ones. Send the perfect gifts this season of love with MTN gift bundles and send that special someone MTN data. So go on, show some love with MTN data. Snapchat, tweet, retweet, post, stream, and browse all season long with MTN gift bundles. Just dial *527# to choose the perfect gift bundle for your loved ones, or from the MTN digital store, and show just how much you love them. We're there for you everywhere you go. Now, opportunities may come and go, but as for this one, you have to grab it with both hands and feet because it represents a once-in-a-lifetime dream. Simply download the SC mobile app from the Play Store or App Store and do your banking business from the comfort of your home. Open a new bank account, transfer funds to your friends and family, request for your Standard Chartered Visa debit card and have it delivered to you. Then you can have some more fun spending and stand the chance of going to Anfield to stand red with Liverpool FC before the end of the season. And remember, Standard Chartered is a proud sponsor of Liverpool FC. You never walk alone. Standard Chartered, here for good. Terms and conditions apply. George, I almost forgot a part of the chaotic classified. Okay, 2 people. Number 1, Rebecca Kufaro is celebrating her birthday today. May you live to be 99.7 and beyond. And our very own Karen Obin. Here on the Multimedia Group.
Wonderful chaotic princess is back.
Yes,
now.
the baby princess.
Oh, the baby princess
has arrived.
Congratulations, Karen.
Congratulations, Karen.
I can't wait to see the baby chaotic princess. And a quick one to the CEO of Stanchat, Ghana, Masanete, fantastic. And to you, Samprepa, how are you doing this morning? I hope we're all good. Okay.
I just heard him respond.
Now, veteran coach Shays Upon sees nothing wrong with Black Stars coach Kwesi Appiah's 24-man squad for Ghana's final 2019 Africa Cup of Nations qualifier there with Kenya this month. Now, despite having 70% of the invitees not being regulars at club level, Sapon thinks they can do the job on March 23 at the Accra Sports Stadium.
Yes, they deserve a call out because they play competitively, and they play international football, just like their counterparts outside. It doesn't necessarily mean that you should always play abroad before you are invited to the national team. Even the exposure in playing these competitive matches like this CAF Confederation Cup matches and then Champions League will expose the player to all rigors of the game. So for me, I'm all for it.
Now, 2 former Black Stars players have reacted to the recent collapse. Retired defender Sam Johnson thinks there's no need debating over the roster release yesterday. But first, Augustin Hemfo, who believes the collapse is just okay.
I'm someone who hardly speak to a collapse, but I think the collapse is blended with players who are so active and others who are not so. So it comes in to complement themselves. I think we have to wait and see the first 11 is going to put on the day, because the core of the team were invited. I've heard a lot of people talk about bringing in new players at this crucial time, but it's always very good that if the core of the team is there, you always need 1 or 2 new players to come in.
Somebody will say, okay, somebody is playing regular and they are not calling him, they are calling. It's not now. It started a long time ago. So he knows the kind of information he's playing. So why not? If we give him assignment, we want him to go to the AFCON, to bring the AFCON. Let him do it. If he can't do it, what happened? He'll go away. That's all. So at the moment, whatever he's calling, I have to support him because he's my man. He's my countryman. He's your countryman.
Away from football, and the state has rewarded boxer Richard Comey 50,000 Ghana cedis and a car for winning the IBF lightweight title last month in the United States against Russian opponent Isa Chaniev. Now, Comey was at the Jubilee House to present the titles there to President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, who himself is a die-in-the-wool boxing fan.
I'm impressed by the fact that you're not just talking about yourself and your own achievement, but that you're reaching out to show concern about others who may be following your trail. It tells a lot about the kind of person you are. I'm happy that you had the honor of visiting us here, coming to show off the belt, and giving us all an opportunity to bask in your glory. Yes, because they'll say it was when I was president that we had at least 2 world champions in rapid succession, and God willing, there'll be more. Whatever on our side, from government side, we can do a little to support and make sure that it's not, in terms of, for instance, this achievement, it may not be very much, but there's a little that we can do. They're going to buy you a car. Then the process of arranging it from the ministry, that they'll get you a nice Toyota car for the honor you have brought our nation. Keep it up. We will be following everything that you're doing. Wherever you fight, here, abroad, you have to know that the eyes of the 30 million Ghanaians and their president, who's a boxing fanatic, will be following you.
Oh, that's the signature laughter there of the president. Really good to hear in the morning. Well, but Comey promised His Excellency Nana Addo that he won't rest on his laurels. He will target greater heights.
I'm very happy to be here, and my words cannot express my feelings, how excited I am. And like you said earlier on in 2017 when I fought at the arena, I said after the bout I'm going to be a world champion. And thanks be to God, with my team, with the GB, Street Stripe management, with the support, they never lose hope in me when I lost back-to-back. It has been a very difficult year, and I think as I sit here today, the younger ones coming will use my journey or will see me as an example, and they're gonna keep working hard as they can, because thanks be to God, I've been able to come back and win a world title. And I just did it for Ghana, I did it for Gamashi, and I did it for the whole country.
Right, some ex-Black Stars players joined Lion St. John Painsil and Memunat Suleiman for the launch of the maiden 5-on-5 football tournament put together by Accra Brewery Limited, producers of club beer. The competition, which is open to only amateur teams of 5 players, will be executed in 500 selected outlets across the country. Head of marketing at ABL, Irefua Adotua, tells Joy Sports the rationale behind the tournament, which gets underway in April.
We know that football is a big occasion for friends to come together and enjoy. And so we said that we are picking this particular social occasion for our Charlies to come together and form teams in different outlets and then play against each other. The good thing about it is they don't only become national finals in Ghana, but they also get the opportunity to represent Ghana, be the pride of Ghana, and then represent Ghana in the continental final in Tanzania. And if they are successful there, they go on to then enjoy an ultimate European experience.
Now, Zinedine Zidane will take charge of his first training session later today after returning as Real Madrid manager just 10 months after leaving the Spanish Giants. Now, the Frenchman replaces Santiago Solari, who was sacked after less than 5 months in charge. Former Real midfielder Zidane, who left in May after leading the club to a 3rd straight Champions League trophy, agreed to take over until 2022. Real are currently 3rd in La Liga, 12 points behind Barcelona, and Zidane can't wait to get started.
Independientemente de eso, de todas formas, lo que
no, it doesn't depend on that at all.
Muchas veces.
I've said many times
soy entrenador hoy y quiero...
That I'm a coach right now and I'd like to continue and stay here at this club.
No es la importancia y te lo voy a repetir.
That's not important at the moment.
Es verdad, además, es lo que me importa, lo que nosotros...
What I care about and what we all care about is what we're doing right now.
Despite returning less than a year after he left the club, Zidane faces a massive rebuilding job at Real Madrid. Spanish football journalist and writer Guillem Balaguer says Zidane needed certain guarantees before accepting to return.
And the hope is that in this case it does work. Zinedine Zidane said basically in the summer, I would like this and this to happen, these guys to come. And Real Madrid were like, well, we will take those decisions. So Zidane said, you know what, I feel that something is about to break, I'll leave. And he left. But given the opportunity for Real Madrid to find a solution to a crisis, and let's not forget that in a week, it was the worst week in the history of Real Madrid. They lost the chances of winning the league, the Cup, and the Champions League. A way to revive the hope of the fans and to amend that broken changing room. Well, Zinedine Zidane was a solution, but the first time that Florentino Perez called him, he was like, not sure this is a good idea. The second time, he already had his mind up, but he wanted more authority, more power, and he got all the power that he got. So now it's going to be interesting to see what happens with the players that are there, because next season starts tomorrow when he takes charge of training.
Now, that was good news for Claudio Ranieri in his first match back at AS Roma, and a host of pivotal games played in Europe. Callum Harrison has a wrap.
Claudio Ranieri made a winning start to his second spell in charge of Roma on Monday. Patrick Schick got the winner as they beat Empoli 2-1 to move to within 3 points of the top four. It wasn't all good news for Roma, though, because Alessandro Florenzi was sent off 10 minutes from time for a second yellow card. In Germany, Eintracht Frankfurt won 3-0 at Fortuna Düsseldorf. Sebastian Haller scored twice for Frankfurt, who move up to fifth in the Bundesliga. And in Portugal, Benfica are back on top of the Primeira Liga by just goal difference from Porto. That after a 2-2 draw with Belenenses, although Benfica had been leading 2-0 in that one. In England, a supporter who assaulted the captain of a rival club during a game on Sunday has been jailed for 14 weeks. Birmingham City fan Paul Mitchell attacked Aston Villa's Jack Grealish after just 10 minutes of their local derby in England's second tier. In addition to his prison sentence, Mitchell has also been banned from attending football matches anywhere in the UK for 10 years.
So European Nights on Joy is back and in focus tonight with our featured game, Thomas Partey's Atletico Madrid. Of course, he won't be playing in this game, no problems, up against Juventus. And that's live commentary for you. We build up at 7:45. Remember, our hashtag is JoyUCL. Onto the pitch matters, because Juventus come into this second leg with a 2-0 deficit and have a difficult task of penetrating one of the best defenses in European football. But star man Cristiano Ronaldo is confident of a big comeback tonight.
Well, I think the team is good. The team are confident. The team believe. We have to do it a special night.
Is there something you'd like to say to our fans before the game?
Yes, I want. Well, what I have to say, what I want to say, it's Tuesday night. Let's thinking positive. Let's believe it's possible, but we need your help. Make the stadium good, beautiful, be everything together, everyone together, and we need your help, because we're going to do it our job in the pitch to try to score goals and win the game, and we need your support. Thank you very much.
We are ready to come back. Are you?
Yes, I am. Get ready to come back.
Okay, so let's see how that really goes. Remember, there's live commentary. I'll be on with Gary Al-Smith and entire Joy Sports team. In the night of the game, Manchester City will seek to consolidate their first leg 3-2 away win against German side Schalke 04. But of course, the clash, ahead of this clash, boss of City, Pep Guardiola, says his side are teenagers in the competition and should not be under any pressure to win.
This competition is judged when you are out for a last 16. It's a big disaster. It's a big failure. My perspective, my approach is completely different. So it's a big success being there for the teams who's win this season, the next season in the Champions League will be a big success for this season. We are closer, Liverpool and ourselves, we are so close to do that. When you go through the group of stages, it's incredible success, my point of view. For the people say, no, it's normal, it's easy. But few teams, or important teams, and every season is more difficult. Go through group stages, every season will be more difficult. We are teenagers in that competition. That is my feeling. So you have to have the desire to compete with the best teams in Europe about how is our level. If we can face them. And that is the competition show it for itself. And that's what it is.
That's it for the Joy Sports Centre.
George, I'm inspired this morning.
Why? Liverpool play tomorrow.
Liverpool
Bayern Munich
is winning against Bayern Munich tomorrow.
I hope so, but let's concentrate with tonight's.
Okay, so let's
Juventus versus Atletico in Turin. Yeah, before we go,
let me say a chaotic good morning to Kofi and T. Yankson.
Okay,
Kofi and T. Yankson, you and your mother Debbie Mangote are doing the listening right now.
Oh my God, shake the
Kofi,
Okay, big K. Go on.
Big K to Brainy Baines School. Brainy Baines School will be 10 years soon, and we will be hosting some of these lovely kids in our studio sometime soon to do a live Kia.
Oh yeah.
And find out what chaotic activities they have lined up to commemorate their 10th anniversary.
Nice one.
Happy
birthday to Zenobia Dakwa. Wishing you the best for me of the coming years, and we thank you for your sacrifices and the love continuously you show us each and every day. You are indeed unique. We appreciate you so much. From Cyril, Aiden, Declan, and Ellie, right?
It's also a happy birthday to you, Yvonne Fasca, formerly of Joy Prime.
Okay.
I want to do this one because whenever you mention Liverpool and you don't mention Sami Yuenchi, Sami Kwadade Yuenchi, the Liverpool spirit has not come. It's not about how he feels.
No.
It's not about how he feels.
The spirit hasn't descended.
The spirit of Liverpool has to descend. And this is to the Lydia group of the Joy Fellowship of Assemblies of God Chapel, Sakumono wishes Mrs. Doris Kobna a happy birthday. Enjoy the day in a special way. And a happy birthday to Executive Secretary of the Ghana Free Zones Authority, Michael Ochri Befi. Age with grace. Yeah, that's it for the Joy Sports Center. Okay, now we're really over. We're going to take these important messages and then the Stanbic Bank money tip, and then of course we have some great music on the groove. Stay with us. This is the Super